runway 16 for Jazz 394.
Jazz 394, read back correct. Push and start your discussion, call me for taxi.
Keep the brief.
Call for taxi, Jazz 394.
We'll do, Matt, we'll do. Get her going.
Jazz 9004, you're cleared to Edmonton via the Notive 2 departure flight plan route. Depart runway 16, squawk 5160.
Jazz 9004 is cleared to Edmonton, the Notive 2 departure flight plan route off runway 16, squawking 5160.
Jazz 9004, read back correct. Push and start your discretion, call me for taxi.
Push our discretion, will call for taxi, Jazz 9004. Alright, we have clearance, Edmonton, Notive 2 departure, flight plan route off runway 16 and squawking 5160. Put that in the box.
Perfect. Excellent. Nope.
Yeah, I know.
That's weird. Let's bring them back.
Some reason things are acting up, but it's okay. It's all part of streaming.
It is.
Part of quirks in this airplane here. We know that the flaps are 0 and they're indicating 5 there. Something went berserk, but it's okay. Details is not important right now.
Details is not important. Alright, excellent. So that is there. Take that off. And Notive 2 departure. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. So we are going to brief that when you're ready.
One quick second. 0. There, okay, I'm ready for the brief.
Ground 87 410 off Charlie on Delta.
Where are we going here? Yeah.
Sunwing 410, Kelowna ground.
My MD is at 24.
Taxi straight ahead Charlie, apron your discretion.
60.
Okay, straight ahead Charlie, apron our discretion, Sunwing 410, thanks.
Excellent. Okay, so it's a departure runway 16 Kelowna. Flaps 5, power we're going to go 90, max is 100. It's a Notive 2 departure. And departing runway 16, climb track 159 to Uleka, then track 219 to Boxer, then track 282 to Gaber, then track 292 to Tabvo, then right turn direct to Notive, then track 025 to the Enderby VOR, then assigned route. And we are going to climb to 9,000 feet. Its engine malfunction will be runway heading to 2,460 feet. And then we're going to keep it visual down the valley towards West Bank. Do a 180 around the West Bank NDB. And come back visual for the ILS approach 16. Questions?
No questions.
Perfect.
Jazz 93, Kelowna ground. Taxi runway 16, altimeter 2983.
Good.
Taxi via Delta.
All right. So when you're ready, we can do the before
Delta Alpha 16.
the before start to the line.
All right, before start checklist down to the line. DC power
Is on and checked.
pressurization.
Set.
Passenger signs.
On.
Emergency lights.
Arm.
Fueling on light.
Out.
Fuel.
We are showing 7,200 pounds in the tanks with 7,100 and change required.
Trims.
Set.
Parking brake.
On and checked.
Power and condition levers.
Disc and fuel off.
FMSA cars.
Set.
Flight instruments and avionics.
Set and cross-check.
Takeoff briefing.
Completed.
4-star checklist down to the line. Completed.
Excellent. Alright. Well, whenever you're ready. We can get her going. I'll remove the bridge.
I think we can go for, I don't know, maybe 10 early.
Let's do it. Let's get out of here. Let's
sounds
let's
good.
follow Ryan. He told us to keep it brief. There you go.
Yeah, that's it. We just got the load numbers from the back, so the bags are in, so we can get that door closed.
Perfect.
And I think just a few more minutes we'll be able to get that passenger door closed too. Super.
Excellent.
We have clearance. We're good to go. Nothing else on my end.
Good. The code was set.
Yes, sir. Code is set.
Excellent. Good.
5160.
Excellent. I didn't copy that part. Okay. And good.
Good evening.
So there you go, Ryan. We'll be not too far behind you. Alpha India Romeo says never did a departure at Kelowna. Excited to see that. Yeah. When it's
Canada 1030. Runway
when it's really
16,
quiet, we
altimeter
usually land
2983,
16 and depart
taxi via
34.
Bravo,
It was a lot
Alpha.
easier.
Bravo, Delta, Alpha, given your discretion.
But departure on 16 today, it's going to be right-hand turnout on the air-nav departure. You know, visually, if we do get a visual departure, then sometimes we would cut the corner, reference terrain, cut left, and then direct either NORAD or RUMRA, whether we were going to Calgary or Edmonton. And then, obviously, the right turn, direct booth, going back to the Vancouver way. But we're gonna try to keep it on the SID for this one. It did say on the SID on course after Enderby, right?
Say that again.
On the chart it did say after Enderby we're cleared on course. That was my understanding.
Yeah, flight plan route
Okay,
afterwards.
I'm just going. I think it's on your side too. We can delete the no link after Enderby, so we get Enderby and RUMRA.
Jazz 923, contact tower 119.6.
There we go.
119.6, Jazz 93.
Would we get those visual departures often? Yeah, well, center would usually say reference on terrain, direct a certain point. So at the moment we were visual, you would, if you had visual of the valley, then you would start the turn early. If not, then you'd have to wait, obviously, for your sector altitude, which around here is about 9,000 feet. So you would climb, as per the SID, 9,000 feet, and then once you hit the MSA, then you would proceed on course. Thanks to VAC and Vancouver FIR, Edmonton FIR for putting up the event today. That was awesome. I'm glad you guys are still streaming so I can tune in. Well, welcome on board Lily Alone.
Yes, sir, Lily Alone. Welcome on board.
Canada 1 pilot. Thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. We're just about to close up. We are closed up. Perfect. So let's go. That park brake is good. That is still off. All right, below the line, please, sir.
4-star checklist below the line. APU bleed.
Is off.
Doors.
Doors closed. Lights out.
Anti-collision.
Red.
And transponder.
Let's put that on.
Get it eventually. There we go. 5160 on altitude. 4-star checklist below the line is complete.
All right, so I guess request push back. Is it gonna ask me if I want to start the engines first? Should. Good old GSX.
Mm-hmm.
Kelowna ground, Air Canada 3977.
Okay, 3977, go ahead.
Kelowna ground, Air Canada 3977, IFR to Edmonton.
Sorry, Air Canada 3977, say again.
IFR to Edmonton, that's file, please.
Air Canada 3977, request number 1.
All right.
Air Canada 1030, contact tower 119.6.
19.6, Air Canada 1030, see ya.
We're gonna want the nose to the right.
Air Canada 3977, you are clear to Edmonton by the noted 2 departure.
All right, and now are we clear to start engine number 2?
Runway 16, squawk
Clear number 2.
5163.
All right, clear on 2, starting 2.
Air Canada 3977 is cleared to Edmonton via the notice to departure and flying 5163 and takeoff runway is 16.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, 3977, read back correct. Please start your discretion, call me with taxi.
Excellent. We got a good start.
Push
We're
start discretion, call
gonna
taxi, Air Canada
disconnect
3977
external power. Clear to disconnect external power.
Disconnecting external power.
Excellent.
Ground, good day, just 3494, we're on Delta short of Charlie. Here, Charlie 683. Jazz 3494, Kelowna ground.
There's another.
Taxi
There's
to terminal
the other
via
queue pushing there.
Charlie, open your
Yeah.
discretion.
All right,
Charlie,
and we are
Nathan,
clear to
discretion,
push.
3494.
Brakes off. Clear to push.
Making sure there's nobody coming in. Yeah, somebody's coming in on the apron right now. So just okay.
I think he said gate
Cabin
3.
crew, please
Yeah.
prepare doors for departure.
But
and
the other
crash
guy's
time.
pushing as well.
Whoa! Why aren't we going up front? Thank you, GSX.
Oop, oop, yeah. Thank you, GSX. I
Yeah.
love it.
We have completed
Just look out the front window instead of
Welcome
the
aboard
airplane
Air
itself.
Canada, and a special thank you to our support crew and altitude members.
There
I
you
think
for
go.
your
somebody's been having my drink.
My name is Amanda, and I'm your service
The
director on today's
the
flight.
pushback crew definitely.
Your crew is
Yeah,
pleased to be of service and
definitely.
English
Okay, so I'm
and French.
referencing the guy on the right.
Please ensure your seat
We got
back
tons
and
of
tray table
space.
are upright and your seatbelt is
Perfect.
fastened. Aisles and exits need to be clear, and baggage, including larger electronic devices such as laptop computers, must be safely stowed. Portable electronic devices should be set to airplane mode. If your electronic device falls in your seat, do not move your seat or try to retrieve it yourself, as it poses a fire hazard. Notify your cabin crew immediately to ensure the safe retrieval of the device. Your safety is our top priority. Please take a moment to watch the following demonstration outlining the safety procedures for this aircraft. At this time, headsets connected to a portable electronic device must be removed. Nous avons terminé l'embarquement et nous allons bientôt partir. Bienvenue à bord d'Air Canada et merci tout particulièrement aux super élites et membres altitude pour leur loyauté. Je
Perfect.
m'appelle Amanda et je serai votre directrice de bord pour le vol d'aujourd'hui. Votre équipage est heureux de vous servir en anglais ainsi qu'en français.
Park brake is set.
Veuillez redresser le dossier de votre
Sounds
siège, rangez votre tablette et attachez votre
All right,
ceinture.
and we're clear on 1. We're gonna
Les
start
couloirs et les
engine number 1.
sorties de secours doivent être dégagés. Les bagages ainsi que les appareils électroniques portatifs de grand format, comme les ordinateurs portatifs, doivent être rangés de façon sécuritaire. Les appareils électroniques portatifs doivent être réglés en mode avion. Si votre appareil électronique tombe dans votre siège, ne bougez pas votre siège et n'essayez pas de le récupérer vous-même parce qu'il y a un risque d'incendie. Avertissez immédiatement votre personnel de cabine pour que votre appareil soit récupéré sans danger.
What a beautiful scenery too, eh?
Votre
Definitely.
sécurité est notre priorité.
Good job at it.
Prenez
The
le temps de
FSIM
regarder la
Studios,
démonstration
and
suivante sur les mesures de
shout out
sécurité
to
propres à
Fred
cet appareil.
for his hard
Yeah.
work on this scenery.
Veuillez maintenant retirer vos
Performance is
écouteurs,
amazing.
brancher un appareil
Performance
électronique
is
portatif.
outstanding. For a little airport like this, considering with all the details, the performance is amazing.
Yep.
No, Edmonton is just as well performing, and I'm looking forward to their upcoming sceneries as well.
All right, cleared on feather.
Cleared on feather.
Ride is clear.
There we go. Bus tie off.
Air Canada. Pour votre sécurité et votre confort, nous vous prions d'écouter attentivement cette brève vidéo.
Yeah, oh definitely. It's very, very accurate. We would park it on the Classic anyways. We would park at 5, which is where the, I guess we can't really see there, but 5 or 6, and it's just as I remember it being. The hangars where for Kelowna Flightcraft maintenance is really well done too. Great job to all of you guys. It really reminds me of my time out west. Right, flaps.
Houston, we have a problem.
What do we have?
On my end, the number 1 is not on.
Engine?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Engine.
For your
Yeah.
safety,
Hang on.
please wear your seatbelt when the
Let me
seatbelt
try something
has
really
been
quick.
turned on, and we suggest wearing it even when the sign is turned off.
Pour votre sécurité, gardez toujours votre ceinture bouclée.
I tried that number 1.
Yeah, I could do that.
La garder attachée en tout temps, même après l'extinction de la consigne.
strange.
Et ajustez-la autour de vos hanches. Pour la détacher, soulevez la partie supérieure de la boucle.
Might have to unfit.
Hello, Kyle, Jazz 394, requesting taxi.
Are you based out west? I used to be based out west. I used to be based in Vancouver.
Jazz 394, runway 16, altimeter 2983, taxi by Charlie, Delta, Alpha, hold short 16.
So it's going to be Charlie Delta Alpha, hold short 16 Jazz 394.
Let me see if you see this. I'm just gonna look it up really quick.
Yep. Yep.
Your spoilers.
Yep. I see that.
Okay, cool. Let's try number 1 again, please.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. All right, starting engine number 1. Clear on 1. Starting 1. How did you get the safety videos? It's the VA cars. You can visit our website at www.vacanada.org. And if you're interested, you can join in, and that's part of the ACARS system that tracks your flight. Everything's done through the ACARS, basically. All right, is that showing now, live?
Yeah, it's pulling up at 50 now.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh well, it happens.
Yes, sir.
Good.
I'd rather have it
Right, stable
not working on the ground.
and unfeathering. Where was I in my flow? Right. Rudder and steering. Okay, good. And let's do with the after start checklist, please.
After start checklist, DC power
is off and check.
Anti-ice.
Set.
Air Canada 50,
Air conditioning.
on ground,
Set.
clear to Edmonton via the
Are
noted to
on.
departure flight plan route.
Auto
Depart
fit.
runway 16.
Selected.
Confirm flap.
Squawk
Flaps
5157.
are 5 required, set and indicating.
Rudder travel.
Checked.
Steering.
Is on.
Goddamn.
On.
Volts, flows, and temps are checked.
Air Canada 50, raise back to rest. Target excursion, call me
Are
back.
checked. Hydraulics are checked. Elevator lights out is checked. The ice pressure has been checked. Takeoff data briefed and set. Power rating.
And top 90%.
After start check is complete.
Alright. Right, text light coming on. Park brakes released, and you can call for taxi.
Yeah. And
Jazz
9004 for taxi.
Si vous avez besoin d'aide, ou si vous avez des
Jazz 9004,
laissez-vous simplement
runway 16, altimeter 2983, taxi via Delta, Alpha, hold short 16.
Order 16 on 293 will taxi Delta and Alpha and will hold for runway 16 Jazz 9004.
Alright, check Delta Alpha short of 16.
Yeah, you're next right, next left.
Jazz 394, contact tower 119er-6.
Here we go.
Confirm, that's 196 for Jazz 41394.
Lake 2 coming up.
Jazz 2,
Leg 2 on the way. And thank you to everybody sticking around so much. We really appreciate this. We hope you enjoy it as much as we do. And we'll definitely take this a little longer leg to talk about things that are upcoming at VAC, and we hope that it'll be enjoyable for everybody. So for now, we're just going to focus on our taxi out, and we'll talk to you at the cruise.
Sounds good. There's only one more in front of us, right? I don't know if there's a lander.
I don't see a lander.
No.
I don't see a lander, so it's just the number 1 in front of us.
Okay, so whenever you get the back end there, it's before takeoff checklist, your discretion. To the
Okay,
line.
sounds good. Alright, cabin is secure, EGPWS is on. Flight attendants are advised.
Taxiing at the speed of light.
Flight
25
controls.
knots, that's fine. Straight line, that's about it. Whoa.
Up. You You saw nothing. You saw nothing.
What'd you do to me, Dan?
That's not supposed to happen. That was not supposed to happen. So yeah. So
Holding at,
yeah, holding at the flight controls.
Thank you, sir.
For good measure.
See? So I unfortunately I set him flaps 35 with my throttle quadrant instead of flaps 15, and he sends me in the grass while doing his flight control. So we're 1 for 1. I think we're fine.
One for one. Yeah, 1 for 1.
What's
in the cup? Water.
Yeah.
Water.
Right.
And we're holding up the flight control.
It's the Bruno CYHZ situation all over again. What the hell did I do in Halifax? I don't remember. You're gonna have to remind me. Speed kills. There you go. Was Metro liner on the left? I know. Carson Air, I believe. All right. Oh man, even got Carson Metros there. Yeah, they did. They did a really good job. A really good job.
Jazz 9004, contact tower 119er, decimal 6.
There we go.
96, Jazz 9004, good night.
Right. Park brake is set.
On tower frequency, do you mind if I take those flight controls?
Go for it. So that's one thing you want to have good coordination with is the transfer of controls when you're doing the shared cockpit with the Q4.
Alright, the flight controls have been checked. Flight taxi switch is up. And the caution lights are checked. Before takeoff, checklist to line complete.
Alright, let's call for clearance.
Tower Jazz
9004.
Jazz 9004, runway 16, back taxi as required. Winds 200 at 18, gusting 27. Departure is with center 133.70. Cleared takeoff 16.
Check remarks on the backtrack. Departure or center airborne and clear for takeoff runway 16, Jazz 9004.
I think we don't need to backtrack, right?
No, we're good. Back below the line, please.
Below the line, transponder is on altitude ice protection.
Set.
Leads.
Min and off. Or sorry, min, sorry.
And the lights.
Or on.
Before takeoff checklist. Below the line complete.
Alright, and let's take it on the roll.
Sounds good.
Alright, have a good one.
You too, bud.
Take 2. Checked.
P1 rotate.
Gear up.
The right gear.
Terrain.
Nav mode.
Full up.
Nav mode. LNAV. For you.
Thank you. And flap 0. Climb power.
It'll be 5134.
Okay, I'll try this one more time.
Alright, my flight sim crashed right before. It's laggy so much. It's a slideshow here. Yep. That bad, eh? I'm showing no drop frames.
Okay, lovely.
How about now?
Okay, then Jazz 394, climb flight level 210.
Oh, it's
Turn
fixed.
right, direct, notive on course.
And right now it's
That's
still
going to be
good.
climbing flight level 3210 and direct
It's
on
fine
course
now.
as 394.
I don't know. Looks good to me. Perfect. And if I go back to the HUD view, maybe it was that. How is it now?
Center, good evening.
Watchjet 1721, contact Edmonton Center now, 135.5 today.
700,
3575 west of 921, take care.
on the notive 2 departure.
Aircraft calling for center, you step on, say again.
Jazz 9004.
Jazz 9004, radar identified.
Perfect.
Climb flight level 210 via the SID, leaving 9000, turn right, direct, notive on course.
We're cleared up to level 210 after noted. We're cleared on course, passing 9000 for Jazz 9004.
Alright, so confirmed flight level 210 alt cell.
210, alt cell confirmed, and after 9000 we're cleared notive on course.
Perfect. I'm gonna go for a type 3 climb.
Sounds good.
So we're gonna go pitch up. It's all smooth now. I think it was a network issue with Twitch there briefly. I can't remember if I set the wiper to quiet mode on this model. Yeah, it looks like it's back to normal. I had no issues. It's a slideshow, so maybe a bit of.
2974.
I'm showing no drop frames, but
8000, 2974.
After takeoff checklist is landing gear up, lights out, flaps are 0 indicating, and the flight attendants.
release, please.
Released after takeoff checklist complete.
Thank you. Alright, so there's IAS 160 and
9000.
direct to Novit, please.
Direct Novid. Notive 6, confirm.
Insert. And there's the turn. Excellent. I'm gonna go back. There's 10,000. I'm gonna go back to pitch mode and reaccelerate here back to
10,000. Lights off. Pressurization is checked. Ignition normal. And the seatbelts.
to go.
Roger.
Thank you. So what is climb 3? There's 3 types of climb in the Dash 8. There's the high speed, intermediate speed, and low speed climb. Basically just to get gradients. In the mountains like this, on the Classic and in the Q, they use a Type 3 climb, so the slowest climb, which is 160 knots on the Q400.
I'm just gonna stop you really quick. We got ice detected.
Ice kit on, please.
Ice kit on.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to accelerate to our normal climb speed, which is going to be 190 knots. So the only reason the guys girls like to pitch 5 degrees exactly.
Pascal 56, turn right heading 080, that's it for the localizer runway 27 approach. Right 080 and back to the localizer 27 approach, Pascal 56.
And thank you very much for having us in Kelowna, B. Crockett. Really appreciate the ATC. You guys did a fantastic job handling all of us. We'll hopefully be back soon. So keep up controlling, and we'll try to bring them back.
Is this the new P3D? No, this is P3D version 4.5.
Good evening, Center. It's Air Canada 50,
with
3.8 climbing
the Majestic
at 9,000.
Q400. Nothing very particular. Awesome work by VATSIM. It's been ages since I've flown VATSIM. We have to get back into it. You definitely should, Patrick. It'd be nice to have you around.
350, be the SID.
Alright, we'll climb 350 via the center, Canada 50, thank you.
Alright, let's turn off the terrain, and I'm gonna turn on the weather radar. Got some build-ups ahead.
I'll switch to weather as well.
Yep. What are you using for the different views to watch inside the cockpit? I'm using Chase Plane, which is a views add-on, and with Chase Plane I paired that with the num keys. So if I want to look, let's say to the right, I can press number 6. If I want to look to a 45-degree angle or the overhead, I just press on 9 and so forth. And it's a great product. I believe they used to have their own installer. Now I think it's through Orbix that you can buy it and download it. It's by 42 Parallel. It used to be, I think they rebranded. It used to be Old Prop, but now they rebranded to 42 Parallel, and they're associated with Orbix, as I said, I believe. Correct.
Yeah,
you guys can correct me on the chat if I'm wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. I just got back into VATSIM after 10 years of hiatus. So glad I did. Well, welcome back. Happy you joined us. And Sleepy20, thanks for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. There we go. So 190 knots. I'm just gonna go IAS 190.
Sounds good. We're just about passing 18.
All right.
Transition set.
And 29er 2.
Vancouver Center, WestJet 133, flight level 335, flight level 360. WestJet 133, route identified, climb flight level 360. Climb flight level 360, WestJet 133.
So it looks like Edmonton's having their first little rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 airplanes. They've got 3 departures, and then the second rush is pretty much us. Ryan is leading the way. Luke's not too far behind. Just in front of us is Akio, ourselves, and then John is closing the evening.
Amazing.
Yeah.
56, Vancouver Center.
Wow.
Vancouver Center, go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to vector you to VOMAD. It's Victor Oscar Mike Alpha Delta, and clear you for the approach from there. Roger that, Pascal 586, vectors to VOMAD, and then we'll continue the approach from there. Thank you.
See a lot of pictures of the Q400 on the Discord page this evening too, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I seen
Canada 50, turn right direct.
Grayson Myers beat all of us to Edmonton, and I hope he's gonna hold down the fort.
And there's 201 for 210 itself.
Confirm. That checks.
Canada 50, Vancouver Center. Yeah, sorry about that.
We'll see how the
Turn
tops
right
are.
direct
We might
north of
request flight level 230.
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll check it out. I think we might still be in the clouds as we level off. Your call.
Yeah. As much as I like cloud surfing, it's not as fun for the passengers.
Yeah.
Center Jazz 394. Is it possible we could get that climb
I
up
can
to
hear
flight
pass
level
go on
230?
frequency.
Jazz 394, flight level 390 is approved.
Yeah, let's request
230,
230, please.
I'm a dash.
Jazz 394, climb flight level 230.
230, my apologies.
I see your alt.
Yeah, alt and request 230, please.
Sure. Vancouver Center, Jazz, answers report request.
Jazz 9004, go ahead.
Yes, sir, we're just skimming the tops, not enough to be out of it. Any chance for 230?
Jazz 9004, climb flight level 230.
Climb level 230, Jazz 9004, thank you.
Confirm flight level 230, outsell.
230, outsell.
And why does it not want to do it? Ah, I guess this is, I found a glitch in
the matrix?
Yeah. So let's go VS and then pitch. It used to be that you could just pitch it up and it would go in pitch mode, but
yeah,
it didn't like that.
This in the matrix.
Yeah, there you go. Pitch about nose, 4 degrees nose up. Sweet pass, Dan, your gate is open and available, and it's gone.
And it's gone. I'm not surprised.
Pascal 586, turn left direct VOMAD.
There we go. I'm gonna bring that
Left
nose
direct
slightly
VOMAD,
down.
Pascal
Keep a good
586.
forward speed. Nice cruise climb. Bruno 250 smooth. Thank you, sir. Gonna name it Killjoy. I love that name.
Yeah. Two for 230.
Alt cell. Thank you, Ryan Pilot 787 for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the party.
Welcome aboard.
Let's bring that thing down.
I think we are at 230.
Yeah, I think it should be alright.
And Pascal 586, you're cleared for the localizer runway 27 approach.
Pascal 586, clear for the localizer 27 approach, thank you.
Pascal 586, broadcast your intentions on 122.8, call me when you clear the runway.
Broadcast your intentions on 22.8, we'll call you when we're clear. Correction, Pascal 586.
Alright. What gate in Edmonton? We don't know yet. What gate we're gonna be? Alt star.
Checked.
And alt.
Checked.
Good. Let's go props 850, please. And nice get off.
850.
Make it a little quieter.
Yeah.
Now it says ice detected.
Yeah.
Back on, please.
Big one.
Oh man. Old Jazz Pilot showed me in the sim if TC is here.
Center, good afternoon. 349 on the ground, Kelowna. We have the weather and request clearance to Seattle.
Perfect. Well, probably be landing in the it's gonna be dark out in Edmonton. Oh, should be.
228, sorry. 228 indicated if you want to bug it.
228. Perfect.
Alaska 5349, you're cleared to the Seattle International Airport via the Kelowna 8 departure. Flight planned route.
There we go.
Off runway 16.
Perfect.
Squawk
Flight time left 51 minutes. So should be in Edmonton by 7 o'clock local time, Edmonton-wise.
Departure out of runway 16.
Should be 9 o'clock.
Flight plan route, squawk
Eastern time?
0766,
Yep.
Alaska 5349.
Alaska 5349, read back correct. Push start discussion.
The sun is up there till like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I forgot how north Edmonton is. I lived in Red Deer for almost 6 years. I'm ashamed of saying that, but and it was June, July. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and that sun is setting. It's not that far north.
I remember about 8 years ago, I was visiting Calgary quite a bit, and I remember like 11:30 there was still some twilight out, and I was like, and this is like April, May-ish time frame, even before that, and I was like, whoa.
Mm.
It's amazing how different it is here. I mean, it's already starting to get a little dark here in Montreal, and we're at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
8:30, the sun is pretty much set, but this is another 3-4 hours of at least a little bit of twilight to go. I thought that was really impressive.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, when we do when I do my crossings in the summer from Vancouver all the way across the pond, we're in those high latitudes, right? 65, 68 north, and it's daylight. And it's 2 in the morning. Your body wants to crash, and it's like, and you're looking outside like, yeah, it's daylight.
Put on your sunglasses.
And there you go. So, will Dan teach us how to use an astro compass?
Yeah, if you really want to know,
I have never used one.
If you really want to know about that, it'll be for another stream.
It'll be for another stream. You're gonna have to reopen those textbooks, right?
923, contact Edmonton Center 9135.75 today.
I've never used them. Dead rear. It's a crazy place. Yeah. Dead rear and meth bridge. My Alberta time.
Air Canada 1030, contact Edmonton Center 135.75 today.
So how far back from Akio are we?
We're about 12 miles, 12, 13 miles.
I don't see him on TCAS.
I do, he's same altitude.
Huh. That's weird.
You don't see him?
No.
He's still below? He's on mine.
He's on your side, yeah. Maybe because I'm not zoomed in. I was when I zoomed out, it's doesn't show.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. It's showing well, it's 2 degrees down. What if I were to put the 0? Like, I mean, there's no tops at our altitude, but I'm still showing some weather patterns.
Yeah, he's about 13 miles ahead of us. I don't know what his speed is.
Should be fine. ATC is there. I think we're right on the money. What were we supposed to have true airspeed there? Then I didn't check.
True airspeed, we're looking at about 316.
And we're at 318. Look at that. So
magic. 317 on my side.
Works. There you go. Your air data computer is gonna get 1 knot slower than I'm gonna give it. So good. Excellent. Perfect. So you were saying before taking off that that you had some insight on some future projects here at VAC. Do you mind walking through it?
Yeah. This is the time we're gonna take to talk about the future of VAC, and we're gonna shut it down. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, definitely in the past few years, we've definitely seen an increase in productivity. A lot of members are joining, and we cannot be any happier to have you guys with us. And Bruno and I, we've known each other for a long time, and we've kind of been on the same page on a lot of things. And we wanted to say, okay, how can we improve what we have now? I mean, we're good, we're happy, but we want better. Bruno and I were talking about a career mode. And what we mean by a career mode is really flying by the book. You join, you do an exam, you request a base, you request an aircraft, and based on the requirements, we will definitely place you where you would need right off the bat.
Pascal 586, go ahead.
And so you might get assigned an airplane that you might not want right off the bat. You can go regional right off the bat. You can maybe get a 320 or 737 if we have it. You might even get a wide body right off the bat. This is all depending on the requirements based at the time of application. So when you pass your exam, you get assigned your base, you get assigned your aircraft, and then you would fly. There's there's a minimum hours required to move on. So a moving on would be either upgrading to command, getting a captain's upgrade, or moving on to another type. Either one of those moves are going to require an exam. So if you're moving on to another aircraft, you're going to have to do an aircraft exam plus a check ride to get qualified on that aircraft. If you are doing a command, you will get questions based on your aircraft type to really get to know the aircraft. So this is really where we're experiencing real world career mode. Pretty much what Bruno went through when he went to Jazz. He took an exam, he got in, he got the Classic in Vancouver. He flew the Classic as a first officer, and then what did he do? He took captain, he had to do a captain's exam, he had to do captain's courses, simulator rides, all that good stuff, and then he got himself his captain upgrade. So these are things that you can look forward to in the upcoming months. I'm not going to say when exactly, but we're really working on it.
Yep. So obviously that's going to be on a voluntary basis. We're still going to keep VAC as is, so that you as a member can choose the level of realism you're looking for. Because obviously we know that not everybody has time, nor the resources, nor the want necessarily to be putting in that much energy, possibly. So we're going to have two separate systems, if you will. I mean, one is not going to impact or have anything less than the other, in the sense that your hours are still going to be counted, and so on and so forth. Just one is more realistic, maybe a little less liberty, but obviously we're gonna give the option to the member to pick a way or a path that for him is the way that they want to go. So if you like the way it is right now and you're not interested in it, by all means just stay on board. Nothing will change for you. We won't force you into a specific type. If you're looking for something a little bit more interesting, a little bit more challenging, then yeah, that's something you can definitely look forward to. And as Dan said, there's no timeline. The IT department's been working very
Vancouver
hard
Center, mainline 345.
for bringing the different systems online. There's a lot of documentation to be done as well. So
yeah, 345.
Those are things that are
mainline
right now on the back on the burners. So for the check rides, how are we going to get about them? Basically, it's all through VACers. We can already see the flights, the way you plan, the way they're planned, the way you carry the fuel through our dispatch page, and obviously with the way VACers records your flight onto
mainline 345, clear to Vancouver, Loma 1 departure, flight plan
Google
route,
Earth, Dan?
0772.
The KML file.
Yeah, so via the KML file, we can basically see if you are stable in the approach, if you're at the proper speeds, if you respected the proper waypoints. So basically, it would just be a bit more of things that way. We could possibly, and that's just spitballing, but we could give you a certain scenario that you have a certain route that you would have to follow or file. But those are things we're going to look to down the road. Will there be direct entry captain options for those of us who are pilots? Yeah, there's going to be positions, the positions that are going to be available, and there's going to be X amount of FOs, X amounts of captains, and I mean, it's just the way that it's going to work as a normal airline bid. Is that when there's a position that becomes available, you can put your name down for it, and if your number comes up, basically, then you get the position. So it's gonna be interesting to work that out, see how we're gonna work things out. If something's gonna be based on seniority, and if we're gonna do seniority, how we're gonna figure that out. Probably date you join the airline. But hey, those are all things that we're looking into.
Just really quick, Bruno, we're catching up on the traffic ahead. He's about 8.5 now. You want to try for 2.5?
I'm going to say that's Vancouver's problem.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Totally. My bad. My bad.
No, that's a good point, Dan. But I'm curious to see what Vancouver is gonna do.
I don't want to ride up his butt, you know.
I mean, if we were following a heavy in his wake turbulence, I do agree. But you know what? I kind of want to. I just kind of want to see what Center's gonna say. See, Brad says yes. Lol, yeah. So we'll.
Yeah. He did take our call sign, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So just don't be tough on the YYZ evals, low one flying into Flight Tampa. I mean, like I said, we understand it's a simulator, and not everybody's a pilot. It's not going to be, oh my God, you're not over the speed. No, it's just we want to make sure that if the guys want to go this route, then they're flying the airplane and they're given the tools to fly the airplane in a very realistic manner. I mean, a lot of the members have been pushing for more manuals. I'm currently working on the reduced and low visibility operations manual. So, you know, that's to help guys under Cat 2, Cat 3 operations understand how things work. Also, the North Atlantic and long range manual. Those are all sort of samples of what you guys can expect for tools to help you guys out. But don't be worried about it. Bruno slows down for no one. I don't. Although I am paid by the hour, so I might have to. Right, Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, let's see. What heavy is cruising a flight 230? Must be that pig A340. Well, it's not. It's a Q4. I was just saying if it was a heavy.
It's a Q400 heavy.
Yeah, there you go. It's a heavy one.
Just like a 172 heavy.
Yeah.
Canada 50, contact Edmonton Center now 135.75. Good day.
3575, we'll see you Canada.
Jazz 394, contact Edmonton Center 135.75.
It's going to be 35.75, Jazz 394.
We should get the switch soon.
Yeah.
With VATSIM, would you see the plan in front of, would you see the plane in front of you come close? Yes, I would.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He would become bigger, and at a certain point, boom. Hopefully that won't happen, right?
If I squint my eyes hard enough, am I going to see him?
I don't know.
He is less than 10.
Try to zoom in.
I see a contrail going up there. That's definitely probably release 50.
Very, wow. There we go. Is that the prop stopped and the gear down? Yeah. But
yeah.
That's yeah, you would see him. You'd see him just like you're at the gate and whatnot. He would become bigger and bigger.
9004, contact Edmonton now 135.75.
Or Edmonton now for Jazz 9004. Good evening.
Attention all aircraft, Vancouver Center is now shut down.
Flying standard, check Oscar, we're set up for the Zulu 20.
That is confirmed, RNAV Zulu 20.
Thank you.
Great.
Edmonton Center, good afternoon, Jazz 9004, level 230.
Jazz 9004, good day to you. Oscar at Edmonton.
Oscar, we'll get Oscar for Jazz 9004.
Excellent.
Actually, it might just have rolled over now. It might be Papa.
Okay, we'll check it out, and we'll get back to you for Jazz 9004. Okay, it looks like ATIS just stepped off. I'll get it in a quick second.
Yeah. Perfect. I'll the RNAV, not much.
Canadian North 966.
It's not gonna be that hard to set up. I think we're still catching up on Accio, eh?
Yep.
I'm surprised ATC's not saying anything.
At Empress 966?
I guess it's 5 mile separation, right?
Canadian North 966
Yeah.
is got
Coming up.
requesting taxi to runway 17.
Pushing the limits, definitely.
Okay, is it true Kim Jong-un is dead? I have
Empress
no idea.
966, the altimeter is 2960. Taxi north on the apron, Hotel Bravo to Charlie, and hold short 17 right.
Did I miss something in the news?
Taxi north on the apron to Hotel
Brad
and
Crockett
Bravo,
says,
Charlie,
I got
and
weight turbulence from a heavy 172 departing out of Pepperton once, departed way too close behind, and I got a 20%
Jazz
roll.
394, what's your current airspeed?
Wow. It happens. Was that for us?
No, 394.
394. Okay. I don't know.
Jazz 394, what's your indicated airspeed?
We're indicating 248, Jazz 394.
You're breaking up. Say again?
You said 228.
Indicating 248 for Jazz 394.
248, thank you. And Jazz 9004, you fly 240 knots, indicated or less?
240 or less. We're doing 228 now. If you'd like, we can climb higher, no problem.
Oh no, okay. If that's your current airspeed, then we should, the problem should take care of itself. At the moment, you're too close to the airplane in front of you, also a Dash 8.
Yeah, we tried traffic on TCAS for Jazz 904.
So, shared cockpit, yes it is.
Okay, fly your preferred airspeed for now. We'll see what happens.
Roger, Jazz 904.
Alright, so I'll keep 228. So,
Yeah.
lol, Vancouver didn't care about separation, but Edmonton sure does. yeah, that sounds about right.
3, Edmonton Center.
And, wow, I don't want to butcher that name, so I'm going to just say Isaac. Yes, Isaac, it's a shared cockpit with
Westjet 3 at your
Majestic
discretion,
Q400.
descend to 19,000.
Welcome to the
the
party.
RNAV Zulu for 20.
Our discretion down 190 and to the RNAV Zulu 20, Westjet 3.
Papa, when you want.
Okay, I'm listening.
Alright, time is at midnight. Zulu wind 60 at 16, gusting 23. With a 20 mile viz, Hugh at 9, broken at 13, overcast at 22.
Okay.
Temperature 16, dew point -4 on 2952, and they're expecting runway 20.
2952.
Yeah.
Okay.
2952.
Perfect,
and
that's set on the standby. So, they're not sure about Kim. There are rumors that his sister is running the country right now. Wow. Okay. Interesting. What a crazy year or two 2020's been.
Definitely.
It's been one crazy year. But bushfires in Australia, pandemic. What else has there been?
The list goes on.
It does. Okay.
I just lost track already.
Yeah, no kidding.
0531
so I'm just gonna look at my box
Air
here.
Canada 1030.
Make sure I got everything.
Contact Edmonton arrival now
And I'm gonna pull up my charts.
on 120.5. 120.5.
So we set the RNAV Zulu for 20. Right?
Air Canada 1030.
Yeah, perfect. That's what I had in there. So
Jazz 923, descend 19,000 at your discretion. Jazz 923, descend 19,000 at my discretion. 19,000, flight level
Start.
190.
So we've got the SQ2 arrival. We're looking at runway 20 on the RNAV. We're gonna need this, and I'm gonna take that. Okay, cool. So when you're ready, I'm going to. I'm just gonna add the. Actually, I can get you to do it since I'm flying. Can I get you to add the Dudco? Because I loaded up the RNAV Zulu runway 20, but I didn't put in the transition. Can you add the Dudco transition in there?
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, and just leave the star full in. Don't close it.
Don't close it up.
Yeah, we'll see what they do, but at least have Dudco in there because they might close it up.
Sure.
Yeah.
No problem. Let me get the chart out so I can make sure I'm doing it right.
Satina 0531, it's Edmonton Center. I haven't forgotten about you. I'll get right back in a second.
What is up?
Empress 966. Fly the runway heading. Contact me in the air. The winds are 200 at 12, gusting 21. Clear takeoff runway 17 right.
Clear takeoff runway 17 right and contact here, Canadian Northwest.
Oh, there's a bunch of Korean airs as well, just north of the Vancouver YVR and Edmonton. Edmonton's pretty busy tonight.
Started to the west from
Not to
Hope,
add to the whole Kim controversy.
going to Tuxedo Island, and looking at 1500.
It's pretty great in Edmonton today. A little bit of sun, also windy. Yeah, I heard the gusty part. Hopefully we'll bring you some sunshine from the west coast. And a bit of wine from the Mission Hill Estate in the Okanagan Valley there.
Okay, if you want to check me really quick, I got Dudko and then Lidor. I don't see where Lidor goes in there, but I guess we could remove that. Not sure.
Different Korea. Yeah, I know they're split. I know they're not the same, but yeah, it would have been funnier if it was Koryo, obviously, but it's not. Which clouds are you using? That's a good question. It's ENVTEX, the textures of the clouds. And you were saying that, I'm sorry.
Canada 050,
I got
descend
Dudko. I had
19,000.
another fix. It's been. So I got Dudko, no link, Dudko.
Right, 19,000 for Air Canada 50. Would you like that now or our discretion?
And then there should be Lidor in there, shouldn't there?
I don't see it though. I have GoBed.
Dudko. Yeah, I know.
Air Canada
Oh, there's the vector there.
can be your
Okay, that's fine. We can keep it that way.
Right, check
Perfect.
our discretion to flight level
I will
190.
take it on my side. And you cross the flight plan.
Yep.
Jazz 9004, can you reduce your airspeed by 10 knots, please?
Reducing by 10, 218, Jazz 9004.
And so it
Sure,
begins.
your ground speed is 366 knots at this time.
Yeah, 366 and decreasing now. We're going back 10.
Good, thanks very much.
Okay, perfect. So 218 is bugged.
Edmonton Center, Canadian North 966, 3,200 miles flight level
218 is bugged.
Canadian North 966, the SID limit was 7,000 feet, but you can climb up to flight level 340.
Good.
Okay, climbing up to 340.
And Canadian North 966, you're identified. Turn right direct to
Are you ready?
and on course.
I'm ready.
Okay, so it's going to be the SQ2 arrival. That's on page 20-2A, Edmonton, effective 5 April 2019. So we've got
Edmonton arrival 120.
SQ, flight level 190 or below, APKIT, MESDI, EPSOL 8,000 feet or above, UMIBA max 210, 7,000 feet, and Dudko max 210. For the descent planning purposes, aircraft planning the RNAV GNSS Zulu cross UMIBA at or above 7,000 feet. And
Okay.
actual descent clearance will be, of course, by ATC. That's the American note. Then it's the Dudko transition for the RNAV Zulu runway 20, Edmonton, Alberta, 22-3, effective 25 April.
The 2842, climb flight level
channel for the WAS
360 and squawk a new
is
code
in the box,
5320,
and
5320.
the track is 200. We'll cross Ongol on the 3-degree slope at 4,000 feet with a MDA on the pressure altimeter of 2,590 feet.
344 with you, direct pickup.
And that'll be just about set here.
I'll plug it in.
Thank you.
American 344.
Sector for us, the MSA is based off runway 20, and it's 4,400 feet all sectors. Missed approach, we're going to climb to 5,000 feet on track of 200 to Hampo.
I'm sorry, Satina 531, Edmonton.
And I should probably give you guys the charting. There we go. Yeah.
I know what we're looking at.
There we go. So it's 5,000 feet, track 200 to Hampo. And
Satina
we're going to plan
0531, you can
on
expect the ILS to runway 17 right at Calgary.
Left turn at Bravo 4, which is the second high speed, onto the left. And from there we'll be able to taxi in as per ATC instructions.
Sounds good.
As for the weights, we're looking at, let's see here, let's go back here. Performance-wise, we're looking to be at 61,000, so we can use the 62 card.
Yep.
Flaps 15, props are going to be 850, so 126, 116.
126, 116 on 850.
Yeah. Any questions?
No questions.
Excellent.
Did you want me to put that lead door back in?
No, that's fine. You jazz guys, what's the SOP with the HUD on the fins with the installed? Was it used all the time or only for the approaches and stuff that it's required? I've never used a HUD, but from what I've read at my time there, it might have changed, but they would always use it. It was the same thing for the RJ. Where can we find the landing card for the Dash 8? I believe it's on the Majestic website, right, Dan?
Yeah, the Majestic website. We use the Majestic website for the weights, and we use a checklist built for us by us.
WestJet 2842, so you're passing
all available for everybody as well. But for the speeds and stuff like that, we use Majestic speeds.
I use the VA cars for landing. Yeah, we compared actually. It was quite interesting. We compared the VA cars performance with the card performance. They were basically the same. So you can just use VA cars performance, and you're actually gonna get some pretty good numbers.
Probably a little bit more accurate because we might have 2,000 pounds difference on the actual takeoff and the card data, so we might be going faster than we need to be, but it's better to be safe than sorry. But yeah, other than that, it checks out VNav.
Yep, I just set it up. I put in the path at Umiba 7,000 feet.
Okay. Umiba.
Gotcha. Perfect. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, then feel free to send us our way.
American 344 flying of 220 degrees.
So 33 miles, 5 minutes, top of descent.
220 degrees, American 344. Yeah, you have slower traffic ahead of you. See if I can get you around him. He's also going into Calgary.
Hey, from American 344. And American 344, can we expect the AdVox 7 arrival for
is the QVC checklist already available? We did have a checklist at one point. I don't know where it went, but we're gonna have to look into it. But definitely.
344, the AdVox 7 as you filed, it'll be at the ILS for runway 17 right.
Will that be a transition or a approach via?
Where's Akio? He's still ahead, eh?
And American 344, what's your current airspeed?
American 344,
how does it work with the shared panel? Is Daniel in the same room?
No.
Does he have the captain's seat, or is he in the right side?
Right, are you able to go faster?
So, Dan!
I'm in my own house. As crazy as it sounds, we're flying virtually.
Right, make your best forward speed at this time.
Have a drink in
I'm going to vector you
He's looking at the
to
captain's side.
the star.
I've got my view set up for the first officer side, and
American
this is how multi-crew works.
So you actually have, I'm going to put it on screen here. I don't know. Actually, you're not even going to be able to see it unless
WestJet 3, call Edmonton arrival now.
Be advised we're a little heavy, so we're going to be climbing slowly.
We actually have
WestJet 3,
a shared cockpit control panel,
120.5.
and that's how we transfer controls, we see the connection, and connect to one another. So from there, you from the
WestJet 3 Edmonton Center.
Actually, you connect via IP. You open the ports, and then you connect via these buttons right here.
Air Canada 050 Edmonton.
Yeah, we're here. Be able to.
Good. All right. You contact Edmonton arrival
Discord.
now 120.5.
20.5. We'll see you there. Canada 50. Good night.
Traffic.
Edmonton Center. Good day. WestJet 412. Mic check.
What the hell is he doing? All right. Let's.
Yeah, he's right there.
Autopilot off.
WestJet 412. You're loud and clear.
Clear of conflict.
Edmonton Center.
You can call him.
WestJet 412 request IFR clearance to Edmonton.
Traffic.
WestJet 412, stand by.
In the climb. There we go.
Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain.
Edmonton Center. WestJet 3 be trying to call you. Contact Edmonton arrival now 120.5.
I'll get you 250, please.
Sorry about that.
Stand by.
Yeah.
Say your request again, sorry?
250, and tell him we were in a traffic TCAS resolution.
250.
And then I'm at 344. I'm very sorry to tell you, but I gotta disconnect for now. I've got problems with my X-plane.
250 also
probably won't come back.
Autopilot.
Sorry.
Check.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear it. Better luck next time.
3.
Alright, thank you.
Autopilot
Bye-bye. Center,
Whoever calling is breaking up. Didn't get that at all.
VS mode 0.
Autopilot. We're coming up on top of descent.
394, descend 19 or 1,000.
1,000, 394.
Jazz 9004, need you to reduce your airspeed significantly. What are you doing now?
Yes, sir, we're trying to call you Jazz 9004. We are climbing up to level 250 for the traffic resolution.
No, the issue is the miles in trail. It's not the altitude, and you're going to be descending for your arrival shortly. So that doesn't really help. The airplane you're following is descending, just now leaving 230.
Yes, sir, I called you before those American calls. We climbed up to 250 for the traffic resolution. And maybe get a vector away from that traffic so we don't have to deal with him again, and we'll request descent.
Alright, Jazz 9004, turn left to a heading of 340, and you can descend to 19 or 1,000 at your discretion.
Heading.
Left heading 340 and our discretion down to 190 and Jazz 9004.
Alright, 340. Does he not understand what a...
Traffic resolution.
Yeah, Alt Star.
Edmonton Center, WestJet 2842. I don't know if you're advised about this, but I'm just going to report at flight level 280 and 180 nautical miles out of LPAC on our route, we encountered a very bad weather pattern. Our airspeed jumped severely, so I'm just want to report that for other aircraft.
Dan the Hammer making Edmonton ATC work for his paycheck. Although I don't understand. I mean,
thank you very much. You're leaving the
spacing should have been.
Now. Radar service terminating.
Spacing should have been there.
Come on, Unicom on 22.8.
There's tons of airspace.
Over to Unicom. Bye bye.
Anyways, back
regardless,
to
he was pretty much in my window, and I said, we got some traffic.
Got the RA. Yeah. So let's try to catch up on the chat here very quickly.
Yeah.
Another SMS for Bruno. I'm sorry, Matthew. I'm gonna write those up. Going to be the CP office now. Yeah, pretty much. Mr. Chan is waiting for me.
394. Is it possible you could give me the QNH for? My apologies. The altimeter for Edmonton.
Control's gonna get the chat as well too. No kidding.
Jazz 394. The altimeter is 2952.
I think he's overwhelmed. I think that's what's happening.
952.
Okay, so we were cleared 9,000 our discretion, right?
19,000 our discretion.
19? Okay, so let's go 190. Alt cell, confirm.
Confirm.
I'm gonna go VS.
Jazz 394, contact Edmonton arrival now,
1,000 feet a minute.
120.5.
And I'm gonna keep that speed super low. Just like I'm flying 100, 300 again. Jeez, though. I mean, the spacing should have been his. If
Jazz 9004, turn right direct to Esky to continue on the Esky 2 star.
Right turn direct Esky to join the star for Jazz 9004, vacating cloud 250 now.
Thank you.
Right, direct Esky, please.
Direct Esky.
Center West Shift 412, just gonna see about that clearance to Edmonton.
Where is
Number 9.
Esky 9, yeah.
Insert.
9.
Thank you.
There you go.
And nav mode. LNAV. Was the plane in front of you on the VATSIM 2, and if yes, what was the controller doing? He wasn't doing, exactly. I think he missed the fact that
my apologies for the delay. We got
we're in trail by 5 miles. He missed that. We got a traffic resolution,
the Edmonton Airport,
meaning that the
flight plan route.
Check. Meaning that the TCAS
departing on runway
gave us a climb order, which we followed.
17 right.
And then once we informed ATC of what we did, basically our deviation of altitude due to the resolution, he didn't understand that. So I'm not sure.
Departing runway 17 right, squawk 5174. Thank you, you're doing a great job.
So I'm not sure what happened there.
You're very kind. So you can push back and start up at your discretion and call back for taxi.
Push up mine, call you for taxi, thanks.
Before all these shenanigans happened, this is what we were talking about. Where was this looking at the left seat? I was looking at the right seat.
Edmonton Center, good evening. It's Connie 623 Heavy. We're just over.
The traffic was harmed in the making of this picture.
En route to Yankee Papa Echo flight level 320.
Maybe if we can get normal speed, maybe try to get in front of the other traffic.
We could. I'm going to 1500 on the VS here. Although, we're probably going to get slowed down by, what's their name, approach anyways, so. It is what it is.
Yeah, we'll just keep the acceleration to back to 218, I guess.
That was our last assigned speed, so.
Yeah. Over 451 people have viewed this stream.
United 8407 to standby, and other aircraft calling, who's also calling from cruise to standby. Satina 0531, descend to 9,000 feet. The altimeter is 2960.
Yeah, I believe Edmonton's a little bit overwhelmed right now.
Canadian North 966, radar service terminates for you. You're just in Vancouver airspace now. Monitor you, come on 22.8.
Thank you. How we caught up that quick? I have no idea, man. We're using weather. If you're using rear world weather, but it is what it is.
Then your volume keeps dropping down. Yeah, it's like if he steps away from the mic a little bit.
I'm not changing anything.
You're not changing anything. You gotta talk a little louder.
I'm gonna scream in my microphone.
There you go. Did your TCAS alert you too?
9004, contact Edmonton Center now on 120.5.
Yeah. 120.5.
120.5 for 9004, good evening. General Rebels, good evening, Jazz 9004, coming up on level 190, we have up.
I'll start.
Jazz 9004, Edmonton arrival, runway 20, altimeter 2952, descent 8,000.
8,020-2982, Jazz 9004.
Westjet 3, turn right heading 180.
Approach, Westjet 3 has the field and runway in sight.
Confirm 8,000 feet outside.
8,000 outside check.
VS mode.
Visual 20, West at 3.
I'm gonna go about 1,800.
Roger.
Yeah, 450, that's great. Yes, and TCAS did alert us. We did get a TCAS resolution
Canada
with the climb.
departure, radar identified, climb flight level
Followed the actions as best we could. We got out of it. We didn't hit anybody. Nobody hit us. That's the way we like it.
Yeah.
That's one thing that Edmonton could have done a little bit better was the spacing.
I really wanna. I'm gonna be curious to rewatch that. Once the
Canada
video's up.
4252, turn right heading 200.
Definitely.
It'll be interesting to look at.
Definitely. We'll watch the tapes, as they say.
All right, and transition there, 2952.
Checked. 2952.
Set. And I'm gonna go to about 1,500. Do you fly the Dash in real life? I used to.
Unrestricted.
Used to fly the classic 100, 300 series, which is fairly close to this thing. A little slower, a little smaller, but
technically it's a Dash.
Technically, it's the same type rating. So, thanks for the question, Isaac, and thank you also for the follow. I had missed that one, but
welcome.
Thank you very much.
Air Canada 4252, proceed direct tab, PO on course. WestJet 3, contact tower 1183, good day.
Okay, perfect.
Cover the tower, see ya.
That's Edmonton arrivals.
We're just dropping below the clouds. I'm gonna switch back to not even terrain because there is none.
Yeah, there's nothing at all. I'll keep the weather on just in case.
Okay, sounds good. Just in case.
And we can turn the ice kit off, please. I think we're gonna be fine.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you. Same type rating. Max is also the same type rating. Yeah. Oh, Matt, you're so... Yeah, there you go. Dan, do you fly commercially as well?
I do not. I've had my share at flying up to the King Air right now. But like I said, when I did all my training, the aviation industry was probably at its lowest peak between 2007 and 2009. 2011, 2012 started to pick up, but unfortunately some things prevented me from getting a job. Got comfortable in my other job. Unfortunately, I have not flown commercially since then. However, I do have all my licenses, and I've thought about it recently. Should I reconsider flying? The option is there. It does cost a lot of money, but with the economy that's going to be going down, probably not the best move right now. I got a steady job. I work for Air Canada. I work on the ramp as an instructor, coach, as a lead station attendant. But I do have all my licenses, and depending what the future holds, I might reconsider flying and seeing where it takes me from there. But at the time, no, I do not fly commercially.
Patrick says, for us maintenance guys, it's a whole other endorsement for the Q. You know what? It should have been a whole endorsement for the Q for the pilots as well. There's a lot of things they could have gotten rid of if they didn't go with the same endorsement. Cool, man. I'm in the same boat. So Lily alone is in the same boat as Dan. Yeah, aviation is rough.
It is rough.
It is rough. As for DBA, VAC 104, 1049 DBA, I'm using the Active Sky for B3D. So Active Sky is downloading and trying to recreate the real world weather.
Canada 4252, contact center 13575.
COVID-19 is terrible for aviation. Yeah, it's really
affected
really
a lot of people,
including myself. Alpha India Romeo, same boat, became a teacher instead.
We all have things that brought us to what we really wanted to do.
Teacher and scenery creator as well. So that's double good job. I had a fun conversation with an FO that hated the simulator type rating. Yeah, no kidding. My Q400 differences was 2-day ground school and 2 days sims. That was a fire hose. Yeah, no kidding. All right, we're through 10,000 feet.
Coming up on 10. Want your lights, approach, pressurizations checked.
And approach checks, please.
Approach checks.
Jazz 9004, descend 5,000 unrestricted.
5,000 unrestricted, Jazz 9004.
Okay, 5,000 feet, cell confirm?
Confirmed.
And he said unrestricted, right?
Unrestricted. Approach checklist, flight attendants, advise, caution lights are checked, altimeters 2953, cross-checked. GPWS landing flaps 15, aux pumps are on. EGPWS is on and approach briefing is complete.
Thank you. Working dispatch until things get better. Well, best of luck. Hopefully things will get better. Well, boys, have a good landing. Good night. Well, thank you very much, Canada 1 pilot. We hope
Canada
to
1 pilot. Have yourself a good evening.
Yep. Hope to see you soon. Ryan says landed and parked at 49 Alpha.
49 Alpha.
All right, so we know we're not going there.
We know we're not going there.
Hopefully the stream is still smooth for you guys. It looks pretty good on my end as we're approaching Edmonton here. Still no drop frames.
Window, you'll see the
Jazz 3904, turn right heading 100, vectors to final, descend 4,000.
Let's see,
100 and down to 4,000, Jazz.
Gonna stretch here a little. Oh, there she is. There we go. I think you guys can plan for 49 Bravo. I checked up communicator, and that was the gate for the last couple Kelowna flights used in the past. Thank you very much, Patrick. The nice thing with the Q, as I'm sure Bruno will agree, is the systems are very, very similar. Some obvious differences, but the biggest ones are how you actually fly the thing. Yeah, no kidding. I'm 110% agree with that. Oh, dang.
Oh, dang.
Well, you got it better than I did. And there's 65 also. You can call the field visual if you want. I'll start.
And Jazz 9004 has the field site.
Jazz 9004, roger, thank you.
Canceling I-4.
That won't help because Buddy's on base.
3904, turn right heading 180, field 3 o'clock.
Do a base leg now, no?
Chop and drop.
That's 130, and we have the field for that. 394.
Jazz 3904, clear visual approach from my 20, contact tower 1183, have a good one.
Out.
That's going to be 1183 and clear for the visual, Jazz 394.
I can probably switch this to VMC mode. Or not. There we go. Gates open available, no ground crew sadly. Thanks, Matt. Should be vectors. I don't know why it's pointing me that way. They're about to fly over me. Alright. Edmonton. It used to be Edmonton City Center. I've never flown there, but I've been there because there was there's an aviation museum that was there years ago, and I think now they destroyed everything, and I don't know if they created a park or it's just condo complexes now. Well, Matt might know more, and Patrick might know more than myself on that, but it was a pretty cool airport. I think it's actually in the sim.
Jazz 9004, vectors to final, turn right heading 110, descend 4000.
Right heading 110 down to 4000, Jazz 9004.
Right, 110 and altitude 4000, alt-cell confirm.
Confirmed.
VS 500.
Checked.
Team Red passes over Team Teal.
Want me to close up the line?
Yes, please. You can actually activate the approach.
Okay.
City Center is just a big park. Okay.
Approach activated.
Thank you. Plans to build condos. Okay, good to know. That's what I thought.
2500.
Check. Alright, so we're on heading of...
Jazz 9004, turn right heading 170, clear visual approach runway 20.
Right turn heading 170, clear visual approach runway 20 for Jazz 9004.
And nav, I'm gonna go heading cell nav 170. And should
Edmonton
intercept.
approach, American 2 with you at flight level 201 for 190.
American 2, Edmonton arrival, good evening. Runway 20, altimeter 2952, descend 9000.
9000, American 2.
Edmonton approach, Air Canada 3607, crossing 5,500.
Alright, here we go. Bruno, forgot if you mentioned, but did you ever fly into Edmonton as well? I did, both with my last operator and my current operator. Alt star.
Check.
Oh, and intercept. There we go. Flaps 5.
Speed checks.
Jazz
Flaps 5.
Autopilot off.
9003, contact tower
Checked.
1183. Thanks, love the stream.
183, thanks for watching. Have a good evening.
Edmonton approach, Air Canada 3607, departure
flight director
runway
standby.
12 at 6,000.
Air Canada 3607, radar identified, climb flight level 210.
210, Canada 27, 3607.
That was 394, about Edmonton, vacate left, unable to report there.
Left unable to report there, Jazz 394.
Air Canada 1030, behind the company 737, line up and wait, runway 12.
On up away 12, Air Canada 1030.
Tower, good afternoon. Jazz 9004, about a 5 mile runway 20.
Caution. Terrain.
Jazz 9004, Edmonton Tower, good afternoon. You're number 2, behind the company Q400, vacating Bravo 4, the wind's 160 at 16, gusting 23, clear to land, runway 20.
Check the winds, clear land 20, Jazz 9004.
Air Canada 3019, contact departure 120.5.
120.5, Air Canada 39 DCF.
Flaps 50, props 850 landing checklist.
21.7, see ya.
Flaps 15. Props 850. Landing checklist. Hydraulics are on and checked. Flight attendants are advised. Condition levers max 850. Bleeds are 500. Min. Landing gear.
Down 1013, traffic to company Boeing 737, 3 miles off
15 set and indicating.
160 at 16, gusting 23, next takeoff, runway 12.
Clear takeoff 12, Air Canada 1030.
Sync rate.
Correcting.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was a little rough.
It's all right.
Don't suck, Bruno. Yeah.
Jazz 9004, Wilson Edmonton, vacate left 18, hold contact ground 121.71 clear.
21.710, Jazz 9004.
Likes it at the end.
Sounds good.
Wait, the Basket. Yes, I did.
120.5, how do you play?
I'll call it Crash 8 for nothing.
1205, aircraft.
You gonna take it at the end or Bravo 4?
Bravo 4, which will be the second left.
Yeah, next, your high speed here is Bravo 4.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the end.
Okay.
Screw it.
Boy.
Hard to judge the hide point sometimes. Yeah, little. I had it and then I put the nose forward down a little bit, and that's what really killed me.
We have arrived at our destination.
There we go.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your baggage stowed until the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Smoking is not permitted.
Looks like your frame rates is not good at all.
Mobile receiving and transmitting functions may not be used. Before leaving the aircraft, please check to ensure you have all your electronic devices with you.
How is it now? Is it? Mine
If you
does
have a
it too
connecting
sometimes.
flight, please refer to this
Ground,
screen
good evening, Jazz 9004. We're down here at the end of runway 20, Bravo.
Thank you for choosing Air Canada, member of Star Alliance for travels today.
Jazz
We hope you've had a pleasant flight and look forward to seeing you again soon.
Taxi Alpha,
Nous sommes arrivés à destination. Nous vous prions de rester assis avec votre
Alpha,
ceinture de
Oscar,
sécurité
ramp our
bouclée
expression for
et les
Jazz
bagages
9004.
rangés jusqu'à ce
Okay, we
que la
check
consigne
Alpha
des
and
ceintures
Oscar
soit
in.
éteinte.
Yes, sir.
Alright, after landing, checklist please, your discretion.
L'utilisation des fonctions de réception et de transmission des appareils mobiles
And then we'll
est
be able to
désormais
feather,
Avant de
left
quitter
turn. So we'll feather
l'appareil,
number 1
veuillez vous assurer d'avoir en
after 2
votre
minutes.
possession tous vos appareils électroniques. Si vous devez prendre un vol de correspondance, veuillez consulter les écrans dans l'aérogare ou vous adresser à l'un de nos collègues au sol. Merci d'avoir choisi Air Canada, membre du réseau Star Alliance pour voyager aujourd'hui. Nous espérons que votre vol a été agréable et souhaitons vous revoir bientôt.
Let's go to the next left. And once again, guys, stream's almost coming to an end, but if you haven't done so, FSIM Studios have given us, we're giving you the chance to have a 25% discount with a discount code, the code being VAC event. We'll write it down in the chat shortly, but if you want to head there now, this will probably be your last chance to get 25% off discounted series such as Edmonton and Kelowna for P3D version 4 and newly updated for version 5 as well. So 42 42 Alpha we said?
49
Bravo.
If you want to call it.
Yeah, I'll do that. So we'll slow it down.
Taxi light off.
Please. Alright, Cracker's there. Slowly but surely. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Some ground power going.
Yeah, ground power. That number 1 is ready to go.
Shutting off engine 1.
Ground power is available.
Alright. And it works. Thumbs up. Shut down the last engine. There. Turn that one off. And there we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Edmonton. I want to thank you very much for joining us. Bruno and I were pleased to have each and every one of you in our chat. We hope you enjoyed the experience. It's definitely something that we will do more often. Maybe not necessarily in a dual crew as a Q400, but there will definitely be more streams available to each and every one of you. We definitely learned a lot from these previous streams, and we're hoping to improve ourselves every time. And once again, thank you for joining us on these 2 legs. It was definitely a pleasure to having you with us.
Yeah, Dan, you couldn't have said it better. It's been great. Just going through the chat here. YVR is coming along nicely. Excellent, that's good news. Awesome stream, Crosswind ND said, or Crosswind said. No worries, Biggie. Perfect, I'll raise the concerns.
November is 25.
Keep them coming. Excellent, awesome stream. Well, thank you very much. Awesome job, Bruno and Dan. Thanks, Dan and Bruno. Waiting for the next one. Merci, merci, merci. 1,000 times thank you to everyone. We've been streaming for 4 hours and 36 minutes, and we've averaged about 36 viewers for that amount of time. 471 views in total.
Sorry, sir. Can you?
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. I thank you guys. Awesome stream. Glad to be part of VAC and excited to be more involved. Well, thank you all alone.
Bravo, short 12 to 560 Dove.
787 Edmonton, Toronto. Next one I'll join you. Excellent. Yes, you were going to say, Dan?
Yes, sir. Whenever you're ready, we can finish up with the shutdown checklist and the last flight checklist.
Yeah, I'm going to go through it. Shutdown, I believe, is just me silently. Minute off, passenger signs are off, emergency lights are off, hydraulics are off, transponder is standby, and batteries are off. Alright, last flight. That should be there. Recirc fan off. Excellent. Any skid goes off. Oxygen, how is it looking on your side? There we go.
We got 1800 on that oxygen.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And I'll get engine intakes are closed. FMS. We can I'll turn mine off. You got yours. Display is coming off. Batteries are already off, and dome lights off. And we call that a good night.
Call it a day.
Yeah.
Call it a good night. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Hope you enjoy the stream. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll once we know more about the next stream, we'll definitely be posting it. And stay safe.
The fearless leader. All right, take care, guys. Thank you, Michael, for joining us. It's the boss, Mike. Dan hit me up on Skype when able. Says Crosswind. The fearless leader shows up. Yep. Way to go, Bruno and Dan. Maintenance on the way to check the gear. Definitely. It's always a good call, especially after my landings. All right, guys, thank you very much. We wish you a good weekend. Enjoy your Sunday morning. and we'll see you next time. Take care.
He's gonna finish the last whiskey.
2562 Delta, that's gonna be right on Bravo.
Out of the sim.
562 Delta, negative, that'll be a left.